Now, for more than a decade, the British public have shared the GC's ups and their downs as they're played out in their living rooms. But today, Gemma's put the reality star persona to one side and wants to talk about an issue she shared with millions.
Now, incontinence affects a third of women in the UK, but despite that, embarrassment can often stop many from seeking help.
Yeah, so Gemma joins us now alongside our very own Dr. Sarah. Morning.
Good morning. Happy
Thanks for having us.
Friday.
Happy Friday, Gemma, and thank you for coming on to talk about something that is normally quite a taboo subject, isn't it?
Absolutely.
When did you discover that you had incontinence?
So Hayden, my nephew, and my stepson said, please take us to like a jumping park.
Yeah.
So off we go, trampolining. You know I love the fun.
You do.
So I was like, come on, Auntie Gem's here, let's do this. Starts jumping. All of a sudden, the floodgates open.
Yeah.
I'm in midair and I'm like, am I dying?
Was it literally from going to that jumping park?
Yes.
And you'd never had experience not on Dancing on Ice?
Never had it on Dancing on Ice, but I did, obviously, winter time, you have a little cough,
Yeah.
you can get a leak.
Yeah.
But nothing like what I experienced. I'm jumping mid-air. I thought, am I pregnant? Are the waters breaking? This is a joke.
When was this, Gemma?
This was back April time. So I was like, this is so bad. Obviously wanted to break out in tears because I'm like, I don't want to go home.
Sure.
I don't want to ruin the kids' day. I'm soaking wet and this is just shocking. So I went to the loo and it was water. And then I was just like, I'm going to die. I need an operation. Something's happened to me. I'm so embarrassed. I've not even had kids yet.
Yeah.
How has this happened?
Yeah, because, like, you know when you've had a kid, like,
You
laughing...
expect it.
Laughing, jumping...
All my friends that have had children, and I've spoken to them since, like, Gem, since we've had kids, it happens. So I was beside myself. I remember going home. My fiancé wanted to go for dinner that night, and I was just feeling so low. Went into the bathroom. I started crying. I was like... my life's over. It was just so bad. Then, obviously, I did my research and 1 in 55% of women in the UK are experiencing this. All shapes, all sizes, all ages. So that was an eye-opener to me. And as well, it's affecting so many women's confidence because, like me, if I'm going on holiday, I want to do what the kids are doing. I want to go on the jet skis and, you know, be that fun person that I am.
Of course.
But living with that fear that people have on a daily basis really affected my confidence. So thank goodness for a website that I found, Always Discreet. Went on there, I just put a pad in every day. I literally do my pelvic floors now, and they have been so crucial to my recovery down below.
It just gives you a little bit of comfort knowing that you've got that protection, doesn't it?
My life has changed since then. Like, I do everything now. I have almost reversed my incontinence by 95% by doing my pelvic floors. Like, literally, I was in Benidorm 2 days ago. I was laughing my head off. A little bit come out, but nothing like what it would normally do.
What would normally be.
And the thing is, Dermot, like, it's really affecting women's lives.
Are you doing your pelvic floors right now?
No, on the car in the way up, I clench. People can't see you doing the clenches.
Yeah.
But it's just so sad that, you know, as well, since talking about it, so many people that have come out and said, we're experiencing this, thank you for talking about it. And so many different walks of life.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, we were so good about talking, you know, about mental health a couple of years ago. We're talking about so much more now.
Yeah.
So I just want to urge everyone, if you are suffering, you've got amazing GPs that you can go to, the amazing websites to look up. You can put a pad in, be fresh for the rest of the day. I mean, I truly thought I was going to have an operation. I mean, it was that serious and I was broken-hearted, but now I'm just living my best life.
Well, let's bring in one of our great GPs, Dr. Sarah. So, OK, let's go back a sec. Explain exactly what incontinence is.
OK, so it's just the unintentional leaking of urine. There are lots of different types, but stress incontinence and urge incontinence tend to be the most common. You can also get a mixture of both. They affect, you know, 1 in 3 women. So, yes, it is a huge number.
Huge
It's shocking, yeah.
Now, stress incontinence occurs when you cough, sneeze, laugh, jump, any time where the pressure intra-abdominally, so within the abdominal area, gets high, and that can cause the leaking. Urge incontinence is more urgency of urine. You just don't make it to the toilet in time. You can have those big floods as a result.
What can you do about it? Obviously, Gemma's chosen not to have any surgery or anything like that. But isn't there laser that you can have done?
There's lots of things you can do to try and manage incontinence. So I think first and foremost, you have to see your GP. Be open and honest about it, because also your GP needs to do certain examinations, needs to do a pelvic examination to see if there could be any underlying cause, like a prolapse, which is where the bladder kind of drops down and bulges down through the vagina. You can also get your urine tested to make sure that it's not an infection. You may also need a diabetes check, because that can sometimes mimic some of these symptoms. Then
Done all that, didn't have it, thank God. Yeah.
Thank
I was a full bill of health, to be honest, because I did think there is the amount of water that would come out in them, like, them moments that should be fun and you're with your family. They're the most
just
precious
ruins everything,
moments
doesn't
of
it?
all.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to say to the kids, oh, look, I've got to go home because I'm wet. Of
course.
You know?
But the thing is, she's not alone, is she? 1 in 3 people get this, don't they?
Exactly, it's really common, and a GP can refer you to a pelvic floor.
I love pelvic
health
floors.
Can you explain exactly like what they are in terms of like,
pelvic floor exercise? Yeah, of course. So, beauty of them, you can do them anywhere. We can do them on the sofa, in a queue, in the car.
Do them now.
Exactly.
I am doing it now.
I think I am too. I think.
You just got to, like, really clench your inner core. It's all about the core derma as well.
So, yeah, it's all about squeezing and lifting. So what you want to do is tighten the back passage, so as if you don't want to let wind out, rather than clenching the buttocks. So you want to do that motion, and it's lifting up and forwards towards the pelvic bone at the front.
I'm doing them now. It's a great sensation. And since I have been doing a lot more of them, you know, the first time in Benidorm when I laughed, I felt a little bit, but that's because I've been slacking on them.
Would you ever go back to that jumping park?
Absolutely. I can't wait. I would put a pad in just for, you know, cleanliness, hygiene, and just in case the floodgates opened again. But it wouldn't be on my mind now because I do feel so much more confident and stronger down below.
Yeah. How many of them do you do a day, like?
I can do up to 100, hun.
Oh, that's good.
I love it. It's just like brushing your teeth now. It's part of daily life. Just a little couple of clenches.
100 good, Dr. Sun?
Well, what you want to be doing is a mixture of the short squeezes and the long squeezes. So a short one is where you do it for a second, relax, let go. Second, again, maybe do that 10 times. The other one is the long squeeze. So you squeeze, but for maybe 10 seconds up to that time if you can, and then you relax, 4 seconds break, and do it again. And you want to do that maybe 10 times of each, maybe 3 times a day.
Oh, Dr. Sarah, thank you for joining us. And also, Gemma, the fact that you open up your health life to everyone is so helpful. And thank you so much for doing that.
And with summer coming up, guys, people want to have fun.
Exactly.
You know, some people can't leave the house because of this. It really gets women down.
Oh,
but not anymore. We can do something about it.
You're
Thank
amazing.
you.
Thank you for having me.